heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and miles which the songs repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men, and the bells are ringing like a choir singing. In my heart I hear them. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. In despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said. For hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. But the bells are ringing like a choir singing. Does anybody hear them? Peace on earth, goodwill to men. And when the bells fall out and deep, God is not dead, nor does He sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then rings singing on its way. The world revolves from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And the bells they're ringing like a choir singing. And our hearts will hear them. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Do you hear the bells? They're ringing. The light, the angels singing. Open up your hearts and hear them. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Peace on earth. Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Wow, what a wonderful way to start. Bayside Carols 2018. Lovely to have you all here tonight. Well, we're going to sing some great carols tonight. Are you ready? In fine voice, I hope. Let's all stand together, shall we? And let's sing.
Gloria in excelsis beautiful. You're sounding so good out there tonight. Why don't you stay standing as we continue to sing and Sam leads us in O Come All You Faithful.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, for the King of
right now we have something special for the kids. So we would like to invite all the children to come to the front. And while they make their way, please turn your eyes to the screen.
An angel came to see Mary. She was doing laundry, and then the angel just appeared and she was really scared. So Gabriel was like, Mary, you're gonna have, I can't say it good. Mary, you're gonna have a baby. You're gonna have a baby and you will call him Jesus. And then Mary was like, I'm not gonna have a baby yet. I'm only a teenager, I'm not married. Then the angel Gabriel told Joseph that Mary is not lying. You are having a new baby. And so they met up. They went to Bethlehem, which was Joseph's old town. They ride a donkey. I don't know. A camel. Oh, yeah, a camel. She said, this donkey's fast. They tried to go to a hotel and they asked the keeper for a place to stay. The keeper said, we have no rooms. Literally, no rooms. So Mary and Joseph walked away sadly, but then he said, the only place here in Bethlehem that you can stay is a stable. And then he just pointed the way and they followed. When the shepherds were taking care of the sheep, then they saw angels. The angels said, a new baby is getting born, who is King of the Jews. The angels were singing. Glorious. And then the shepherd said, I think we should go there and meet him. The second, I think, said, yeah, I agree with you. And the other said, yeah, me too. They had to walk through a bunch of grass and bushes, maybe have to camp out a night. And then the wise men heard about it. And then a star appeared.
We should probably follow that star. It's pointing down to the barn.
So maybe we should follow it. Maybe. So the wise men went to Jesus. They gave them gifts. A stuffed animal, like a hippo one, that I have at home. Some diapers, and some wipes, and some milk, some shoes, some Jordans. Gold ring and Latimer. And I don't know how I would survive in that barn. Too stinky, too crowded, and ugh. I think he probably pooped because the room was very smelly. Thank you for coming. He's adorable. He's gonna be our best friend. I love you, and you're the best baby I ever seen. There, I said it. The new baby is gonna change the world.
Hey, hey. Well, good evening, Bayside Carols. If you're ready for Christmas, say yeah. Well, it's exciting to be with you tonight. If we got any kids sitting back, you want to come down for this fun section, you can get out of your seat, come join us. Kids, get on your feet with me tonight. We're going to rock out to the Christmas rap. Jump on your feet, parents, adults, and random strangers. Clap along and help us out. We're going to rock out Christmas style. It's called the Christmas rap. Here we go. All right, put your hands with me. Clap along tonight, Bayside. Come on. That's it. You can get on your feet. We do a bit of a pre-Christmas workout tonight. It goes, here we go, everybody like this. Said a long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, yeah. Come on, Mary's born, Jesus Christ, born on Christmas Day. Get your hands up, Jesus. He is the Savior, the King of Christmas, the Lord of all the universe. There's nobody like him, no, the heavenly choir sing, Jesus born on Christmas Day. All right, put your hands together. Great job tonight. While the shepherds watch their fields by night, the sheep go by, bam, bam. They heard a choir of angels singing, glory to the Lord. Here we go, and Jesus, He is the Savior, the King of Christmas, the Lord of all the universe. There's nobody like him, no, the heavenly choir singing Jesus born on Christmas Day. All right, come on now, we got one to go. The wise man, well, the wise man came from the eastern lands, following a shining star. Look at that, it led them on to Bethlehem, where Christ the King was born. Are you ready? Go, Jesus, he is the Savior, the King of Christmas, the Lord of all the universe. There's nobody like him, no, the heavenly choir singing Jesus born on Christmas Day. All right, now kids, we can have an air guitar solo competition. So get ready to play some real air guitar. You can join in too if you want, Alice. Here we go. Everybody let it rock. That was impressive. All right, here we go. I said, Jesus, he is the Savior, the King of Christmas, the Lord of all the universe. There's nobody like him, no, the heavenly choir singing Jesus born on Christmas Day. Yeah. Getting jiggy with it. Give yourself a great big hand, Bayside. Great job. You can sit down tonight, mums and dads. But kids, we're going to do a very special song, and I want all you guys to stay standing down the front here, kiddos. We're going to sing a song about someone. His name is, a lot of kids get excited about him. Some people think that he brings the present. Santa, that's right. We're going to sing a song, and it's called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Do you guys know this song? All right, well, come on, put on your best singing voices and help me sing along. Goes a little like this. Here we go. All right, come on, clap along. Help me out tonight. You ready? You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. You sing it. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, you ready? He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. What's he doing? Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, you ready? He sees you. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. You sing it. Santa Claus is coming to town. Come on now. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, you ready for it? We're going to do the Santa wiggle. All right, you can do the wiggle here. Oh, that's nice. What about a little floss? You got that? Look at that. I don't even know how to do it. We got it. All right. You ready for this? He sees you. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Woo! He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Whoa, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you. Help me out, folks. Santa Claus is coming to town. You ready? Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. One more time, you ready? Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey, give yourself a great hand. Wonderful job. Well, who at your house has a big Christmas Day lunch? You guys have a big Christmas Day lunch? Does anyone start their Christmas with something unhealthy like chocolate or lollies in the morning? It's one of the few times of the year you can get away with eating what you want. And I just thought before Christmas, you've got to plan ahead so that you can eat all the junk food you want, and you've got to start eating lots of vegetables to make up for it early in the pre-Christmas run. So I thought we'd better do a song that's going to help the parents out. This song's called The Veggie Rock, and I thought this is going to be a great pre-Christmas workout song for you to sing in your house. about Veggies Rock. And in the song goes like this, you've got to shout out, Veggies Rock. And I need you to just yell it out. Even if you don't believe it, I just think you should just join in. You'll feel healthier just for saying it. So let's try that together. On the count of 3, you shout Veggies Rock. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Veggies Rock. That is excellent work. We're going to do this song called The Veggie Rock. It's a true story of my life. It goes a little like this. Let's rock it. All right, help me out tonight. Clap along. Great job. Well, Mum served up some funny food today. What's that, Mum? Oh, yeah. Well, there were no fish fingers on my plate. Oh, no, what's this? Instead, peas and carrots and corn on the cob and some green stuff that looked like snot. I think that I am going to die. But Mum assures me, Sean, you'll be just fine. Really? And she goes, hey, yeah, hey, shout it out with me, Veggies Rock. Hey, shout it out, ready? Veggies Rock. Woo! All right, put your hands together. Great job tonight. So I asked my daddy, has Mum gone insane? I think there's something wrong with Mum, I don't know. He said, no, she wants to get healthy again. Oh no, that means no more lollies, no more fries, no chicken nuggets or apple pies, just the stuff that makes you good inside. Boy, oh boy, I think I'm going to cry. Are you ready? And we go, hey, yeah, hey, hey. Shout it out, Veggies Rock. Hey, yeah, hey, hey. Over this side now, Veggies Rock. All right, bit of guitar. You got it. All right, one more verse. It's been a week or 2 and now I'm feeling great. Oh man, I'm feeling real good. I'm loading up those veggies on my plate. All right, help me out. You ready? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the number you need to find every day to make you good inside. Boy, oh boy, it's good to be alive. Are you gonna help me? Here we go, hey, yeah, hey, hey. Shout it out. Hey, yeah, hey, hey. Can't hear you, you ready? We go, hey, yeah, hey, hey. Here we go, Veggies Rock. Hey, yeah, hey, hey. Last time. We go. Ta-da! Look at that. The Veggie Rock. Wonderful. Well, parents, you can thank me later for singing that and teaching your children that veggies do rock. How many of you are now believers that vegetables rock? Okay, only the adults. Okay, great job, Sean. Well, we're going to finish our time together with one of my favorite songs, and it's all about a reindeer who was having a pretty tough time because he was a little different. Do you know which reindeer I'm talking about? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we're going to sing this song. Come on, everyone, stand up. Let's join in for this last Christmas carol of our kids section. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Let's roll, let's sing along and join on in. All right, come on, clap along with me tonight. Here we go. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. And all of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. All right, here we go. But then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, are you ready? Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, yippee! Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. All right, now a bit of a Christmas clap along tonight. Great job. Are you excited about Christmas? Do you know what you're getting under the tree? Ah, we'll see. It's a mystery. All right, let's sing it together one more time. 1, 2, 3. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Here we go! But then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. One more, you go down in history. Oh, wonderful job singing tonight, girls and boys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming along to Bayside Carols tonight. I'll see you next time. Girls and boys, give yourself a big clap. Make your way back to your seat. Go see Mum and Dad. Thanks for coming along.
Are we enjoying Bayside Carols so far? Well, good evening. My name's Sandra Cavallo and I'm one of the pastors here at Bayside Church. And tonight's a special event, but it's also one of our regular service times where we often give this time to giving. And so we're going to come around our regular time of giving. And if you're here for the very first time, please do not feel obliged to give. But those who are part of our community, if you can please start to prepare your gift tonight, that would be wonderful. If you would like to give by credit card, can I ask you to just raise your hands and the ushers will see your hand being raised. You can also use our Push Pay app to participate in this giving time tonight. And all you need to do is search for Bayside Church AU. I absolutely love Christmas. It's all about family and friends, making and eating copious amounts of delicious food, and of course, receiving presents. But the heart and the centre of the Christmas message is about generosity. Giving of ourselves for others. And you know, there's nothing quite like giving of ourselves to bless somebody else. And we see this demonstrated in the life of Jesus. And this is why he said it is more blessed to give than to receive. At Bayside Church, we count it an absolute privilege to be able to give regularly and to do something that is going to give back to our community. If you're visiting, please, again, don't feel obliged, but I would like you to know that if you are participating in this gift tonight, what your giving will go towards. We here at Bayside Church are passionate about alleviating poverty and social injustice. And so we're committed to a range of projects like our Bayside Forever Home, which cares for abandoned children in South Africa. They get a loving home environment where they're cared for, they're educated, they get all the benefits of living in a home. We also participate in Matt's Place, which is a community meals program here at Cheltenham and Chelsea. We serve 300 meals a week for people who are socially disadvantaged. And we also have emergency food programs where we put together beautiful hampers of food for those who are doing it tough. In a few weeks' time, believe it or not, this auditorium is going to be a beautiful dining facility where we will basically serve 300 people in our community. Many people who come along maybe can't afford to put on a Christmas lunch. Maybe they're estranged from family or friends, or maybe they're new to the country. But we give them an opportunity to come here and celebrate Christmas with others. We have Santa who comes along and gives gifts to the children, and there's light entertainment, and hundreds of volunteers in the lead up and on the day help to support to make this event such a special day. So please know that your giving tonight will help us as a church community to continue to reach out to others and to bless them. Thank you, ushers, as you receive this offering tonight, and you can take a look at the screens as we watch a video on the Bayside Community Christmas Lunch.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Christmas time, don't you know? Time for presents, food, and time with friends and family too. But for some people in our local community, Christmas is not so fun, as they may be all alone on Christmas Day. No one should be alone at Christmas. So, every year, Bayside Church holds a community Christmas Eve lunch. The lunch gives those who may be alone the opportunity to enjoy everything that Christmas entails. From a delicious three-course feast with others to beautiful carols. And I even pop up for a quick visit with the kids. The day is a blessing to many people at Christmas time, but we wouldn't be able to do this without the help of our faithful volunteers. If you'd like to get involved, there are many opportunities available, from cooking and cleaning to setup and transportation. If you'd like to help out but can't be there on the day, there are also opportunities to help out with admin in the lead up to the event. You can also help out by sponsoring a meal or a table. $15 for a meal or $150 for a table. If you'd like to volunteer or contribute, please email christmaslunch@baysidechurch.com.au. Ho, 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 ho.
Earth in shadow, restlessly hold, labor's waiting in silent hope for the promise it longs to know what heaven holds.
have mercy, confess our sins, lay our burdens at Jesus' feet, and with gladness sing. Beautiful song. Now it's your turn to sing. Please stand as we sing together the first Noel. The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they
Don't you just love that song? Thank you so much for singing it with us. You can take your seats now. We're going to have a special spoken word for you.
Starlight, star bright, first star I've seen tonight. Deep in the dark, creation is humming. A light has come, a light is coming. A light has come, a light is coming. At 299,792,458 meters per second, a light has come and a light is coming. Light is energy. It's waves and rays greeting us with a bright, sunny face. Light speeds and spreads, covering everything it touches. It breaks, it illuminates, and it captivates. It stimulates the senses and eliminates the dark. It fascinates the children and generates a spark. It shines. And without it, we are blind, literally. It is only when light enters our eye that we are finally able to see. You see, we as a people living in darkness need a great, great light. So it's no wonder then that out of all the things he could have chosen to create first, God said, "Let there be light." Right? So in the middle of the night, when the angel appeared to the shepherds' fright, "Do not be afraid," they say. "Just follow the light. Starlight, star bright, first son is born tonight." To the Virgin Mother, the brother of James, who uttered wonder and suffered under others' blunders to uncover a love for each other, and a father and a son shining so brightly. It's only right we called him the light of the world. This light was broken and spread, covering every sin it touched, illuminating the truth, captivating our attention, and generating our tomorrow. So let this be a sign that the blind can see, that the water is wine, that the broken are free, and his light will shine into every crack of brokenness, over every horizon of hope, through the prism of his promise. Behold, a drummer boy drumming, for glory's homecoming, and evil succumbing to the light that has come and the light that is coming. Glory to the light of the world. Glory to the light of the world.
oh come, Emmanuel.
Wow, that was powerful, wasn't it? Fantastic. Thank you so much, Amy, and all of our musicians and singers and dancers so far. Hope you're enjoying Bayside Carols for 2018. I want to share a little bit with you right now on the theme for carols this year, which is Light of the World. Light has a lot to do with the Christmas story. In fact, if you read the Christmas story in the New Testament of the Bible, you will find references to light over and over again. And I just want to talk for maybe 10 minutes or so just to expound a little bit on the importance of that in the Christmas story. There's a song that is recorded in Luke chapter 1, the Gospel of Luke, early in his book. And it's a song by a guy called Zechariah. He was John the Baptist's father, and so he was Jesus' uncle. And he sang this song because he was so overwhelmed by the events surrounding the story we know as Christmas. And he says, "And you, child," talking about Jesus, "you, child, will be called a prophet of the Most High, for you will go on before the Lord to prepare his ways, to give to his people knowledge of salvation through the forgiveness of their sins, because of the tender mercy of our God, by which the dawn will visit us from on high." So the dawn being the time when the sun begins to rise, to shine on those who live in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the path of peace. The light of the world that will shine. In fact, when he was an adult, of course, that song was sung when Jesus was just an infant, but when he was an adult, he described himself in many ways, and one of the ways he described himself was as the light of the world. How wonderful is light? The fact that you have light in here right now means that you can see me. I mean, that's got to be wonderful right there. You know? And you can't see my moustache. And that is because it's gone. Yeah. So, not that you could have seen it before anyway, you know, so except for really, really closely. But I grew the moustache through Movember, as did a number of guys in the church. I've raised almost $700. And I know that our guys together, we've raised over $1,500 to help Men's Health. Isn't that great? But I appreciate the light, and especially on a day like today where the sun is shining, the sky is blue, the bay looks absolutely beautiful, and we get to enjoy it all because of light. I went and picked up my mother-in-law today, and it's lovely to have my in-laws back with us for Christmas. George and Hazel McClay, they've just arrived from Northern Ireland. And I was saying to my mother-in-law, because we drove around where I picked her up from and drove around the bay, and I said, "How beautiful is the sea?" And she said, "It looks lovely," but she said, and then she quoted, I think, an Irish proverb, or maybe she just thought it up on the spot, but it should be an Irish proverb. "When the sun is shining, even a dirt track looks good." Isn't that great? When the sun is shining. The main source of light, of course, is the sun. We get a little bit of light from the stars at night, but really, apart from that, we get all of our natural light from the sun. As Amy said in that beautiful spoken word piece, how the sun shines and how we get to see everything. And when the sun's light rests on various things, they absorb light, and the light that they don't absorb, they reflect. And it's that color that we see, the reflected light. So when trees, for example, when the leaves of the trees, they absorb many of the different lights or colors from the spectrum, but they don't absorb green, and so they reflect that back, and then we can see it. And we can only see that because if our eyes are working properly, then the light hits the front of the eye, and then it goes back to the back of the eye, which I think is it the macula or something like that, and that even the eyes don't see. It's then the message that gets sent to a part in the back of the brain that then registers and sends a signal and tells us what we are seeing. Without light, you can't see anything. It's like going to the toilet in the middle of the night. You wake up and hopefully everything is as you left it, so that you can kind of, stagger and find everything. If Christy's opened one of the drawers or left a door open, it's an interesting evening. But hopefully you can find it okay and then all the way back to bed. But if you don't have light, you can't see anything. And it's a little bit like that spiritually as well. When I was 8 years of age, I decided to read the Bible. And I brought something very, very special with me tonight. This is a family Bible, as you will see, and you can have a look at it afterwards, but it is actually falling apart. The cover all comes off. And this is over 100 years old. And my grandma gave this to my dad, and then my dad gave it to me. And so she signed it here, Marjorie Dawson, her maiden name, January the 18th, 1915. And then she passed that on to my dad, Peter Buckingham, and he signed it here on the 6th of October, 1941. He would have been 11. And then he passed it on to me, and I've signed it my real name, because I changed to my middle name when we emigrated to Australia when I was 12 years of age. Rob is my middle name. My first name is Hugh, and this is before Hugh Jackman, so it wasn't cool back in those days. In fact, it's still not very cool, because whenever I have to travel, people look at it, especially in countries that are not English speaking, and they look at my name, and then they look at me, and then they have a go. And I get either Mr. Huge, which sounds like one of the Mr. Men series, or Mr. Hug. And I'm happy to give them a huge hug, but that's not my name, right? So I have to say Hugh, and they go, okay, because they really don't get it. But I've signed it here as Hugh Buckingham on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, 1967. So I was 9. And so around that time, I decided that I was going to read the Bible. And so I opened this Bible up and I started at Genesis chapter 1, because that's apparently what you had to do. And I think I got to Genesis chapter 2. And I didn't understand a word of what I read, because the light hadn't been turned on. And so I was in darkness. And I stayed that way through my teenage years. I was, as those of you who know my story, I was an atheist until I was 19. I didn't believe in God. I felt sorry for the followers of Jesus. And to me, Jesus was just a swear word. But then I had an amazing experience at the age of 19. My whole story is on our website, Bayside Church website. But long story short, I was hitchhiking around Australia, and I was picked up by a truck driver in northern New South Wales. This guy was a Christian. We were involved in a head-on collision with another truck. The two guys in the other truck both died. And then when I got out of hospital, I went and stayed with the truckie and his wife and family in Sydney. And it was as a response to not just what they said, but their life. They talked about and lived as if God was real. And it was during those few weeks that I lived with them that I changed my mind, and I decided to believe in God, and I made a decision at that point to become a follower of Jesus. And I started reading the Bible, and it's amazing how much it had changed in 10 years. Suddenly, it made sense. I'm like, I understand this. What an incredible book. What amazing truth. What had happened, of course, was that light had been turned on. And I could see clearly now. The rain has gone. You all wanted me to sing that, right? Because you were all thinking that song. I can see all obstacles in my way. Woo-hoo-hoo. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Join with me. It's gonna be a bright, 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 Sunshiny day. Beautiful. What God did for me, He can do for you when you choose to become a follower of Jesus, because He is the light of the world who came to shine on those who live in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the path of peace. What magnificent words, what an amazing truth. And once His light is shining in us, it also reflects from us onto others. Just like the sun's light shines on the moon so we can see the moon, and its light reflects onto the earth at night. It's a wonderful picture of what it really means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. In fact, Jesus described His followers as this. He said, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father." You see, choosing to follow Jesus isn't just a one-off event that's just about me and Him, but rather it's a life that is dedicated because of His light in us to shining out and doing good to others. I mean, what's the purpose of light if all we ever do is shine it in each other's eyes? And it's sad when a church becomes like that. That's why people who make up Bayside Church, as you've already heard this evening, spend their time, their finance, and their energy on things like feeding the hungry, helping the homeless, visiting those who are sick or in prison, caring for orphans and widows, being company for the lonely, and including those who have been marginalized either by society or the church or both. To be a shining light into the darkness of other people's lives. The best present you can give this Christmas is the gift of yourself to God. He will then give you gifts of light and life, and then shine your light by living a life of goodness towards others. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you would like to, I'd encourage you to pray this prayer with me. I'm going to read the prayer to you first so you know what you'll be praying, and then if you want to, I'm going to get you to repeat this prayer after me. And it says this: "Loving God, I thank you for the gift of your Son, Jesus. I believe that Jesus is the light of the world who came to shine His light on those who live in darkness. Please shine your light on me as I choose to follow you. From this night on, I dedicate my life to serve you and others because I am a follower of Jesus." Amen. If you'd like to pray that prayer with me, I'm going to say it line by line and you can repeat it after me. Let's pray together. Loving God, I thank you for the gift of your Son, Jesus. I believe that Jesus is the light of the world who came to shine His light on those who live in darkness. Please shine your light on me as I choose to follow you. From this night on, I dedicate my life to serve you and others because I am a follower of Jesus. Amen. Amen. Let's stand together, shall we? We're going to sing. Thank you.
All right, come on, Bayside, let's get those hands clapping. We're going to sing Joy to the World. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive
how good was that? Fabulous. Can we put our hands together and thank everyone that's been involved in Bayside Carols? So good. Thank you, guys. So much work has gone into presenting this to you tonight. And I just want to make mention too, you know, Bayside Church is one church but in two locations. And both our Frankston and Cheltenham campus have joined together for this. And so our Frankston congregation are here tonight, many of you, and also many of them performing and a part of this tonight. So big thank you. It's great to get together as one united team. Sweetheart.
It's wonderful to have you here tonight. Old faces, new faces, people who come here regularly, people who dip in and out. We love you all. We love the fact that Bayside, we're here for you. We're here for this community. And we're so grateful. We're also very grateful for those of you who've sent us lovely Christmas cards, especially some of the kids that have drawn them. We're so grateful. We don't take any of that for granted. We just love you all. And we really pray that this is a safe and happy Christmas for you, that you really allow the moment of God with you. You know, you may not have even thought about what that looks like, but you know what? You may never have even thought about praying, but I'll tell you what, the best kind of prayer is, God help. You know, you might be sitting over Christmas dinner and you might need to go, God help. You might be trying to get your Christmas presents wrapped or Christmas shopping wrapped. Just pray, God help. Because God is with you and we are with you too. We are excited for all of you as you lead up to Christmas. And we also are aware of some of you this year will have a Christmas that's a little bit different from before. And our love and our prayers are with you. Our love and our thanks are with everyone, every single part of this amazing community that makes this place tick when you see it and makes this place tick when you don't see it. It is a wonderful, moving body of many parts, and we are so incredibly grateful to each and every one of you. And I think you would all agree that this has been an amazing, amazing evening tonight. We thank you so much.
Wonderful. So on behalf of Christy and I, we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Of course, church is on every weekend. We'll be here right across the Christmas New Year break. So if you're not going away, please connect. Invite other people to do the same. And as Sandra mentioned, our kids' morning is tomorrow, right? We have a Trinity, you want to come up here? Come on, then. No worries. She's making faces at us. This is our baby. Go figure. She's not far off your height. Not that there's anything to brag about, but you know. So beautiful. So yeah, we've got kids service tomorrow morning. We've got a barbecue and petting farm, and Sean W. Smith is going to be really, really good. And then Carol's on tomorrow night. Mark Connor is speaking next weekend. Enjoy some great connection with one another. Good night. God bless. We'll see you soon.